Hello and welcome to our Assessment 2 Design and Technologies project. For this task, we were required to plan, construct and present a model of a chosen scene from a picture book. We decided to start brainstorming and created a mind map to help us decide.
After our brainstorm, we chose The Lorax by Dr. Seuss because it's a story that meant a lot to us growing up, and it also connects strongly to sustainability, a key part of the design and technologies curriculum, where we examine how products and environments meet community needs.
From the beginning, we had a clear vision of what we wanted our model to look like and how it would function. Our task required two interconnected systems, so we chose pneumatic and an electronic system.
Our design idea was that when the Lorax pops up from the tree stump, it would complete a circuit and turn on the light in the Onceler's house. This linked directly to our understanding of how forces and material properties affect function in a system.
Before starting construction, we decided to use De Bono's blue hat to plan our process. We drew sketches and design diagrams so we could visualise the final product and organise materials, making the process flow a lot smoother.
Using the green hat, we brainstormed creative ways to represent the scene while reusing recycled materials. We discussed shapes, colours and systems that would work together sustainably, following the curriculum to explore needs and test materials.
We wanted to use as many recycled materials as possible in our model. Around our houses, we collected cardboard, old straws and even scrap MDF board from Kayla's grandpa's shed.
Using the white hat, we focused on the practical details. The MDF was strong and stable, and we cut it into 35 by 35 centimetre boards to fit the task restrictions. Then, wearing face masks for safety, we cut and joined the pieces to form our base, using wood glue and nails, demonstrating how we select and safely use materials and tools.
To ensure the safety of our students as well, we decided to sand down the corners of the MDF board to make sure they were smooth and safe so there were no sharp edges. Using the yellow hat, we looked at the positives of our choices. The MDF board gave the model strength and allowed enough space at the back for our systems to fit neatly. While building the frame, we faced a few challenges. The nails were tricky to position and we had to make sure none of them came through the sides. This was a black hat moment, identifying risk and problem solving to ensure our model was safe and secure.
We then began making the Lorax and the Onceler's Thneed. Using the green hat, we experimented with coloured pipe cleaners to build 3D figures. One of the challenges we faced within this project was our original Lorax was destroyed by my dog, so we had to make another one.
We shaped sparkly green pipe cleaners into the Onceler's arms so they could reflect the light from the globe, adding a fun and imaginative element that suited Dr. Seuss's style.
For the Onceler's house, we problem-solved creatively using toilet paper rolls to connect pieces of cardboard. This gave the house that quirky, uneven shape from the book, a great yellow hat idea that improved both function and design.
To make the truffler trees, we painted straws, glued them to pipe cleaners and made pom-poms out of the coloured wool. We tested different sizes and colours before deciding what worked best, showing our ability to generate and communicate ideas. To ensure none of the wool fell apart as well on the pom-pom, we decided to sew it so it was secure.
After assembling all parts, we drilled holes in the frame to hide the wires and tubing. When we tested the systems, the tubing detached from the syringe and the circuit didn't connect properly. Another black hat moment.
Using the blue hat, however, we revised our plan. We reinforced the tubing and wrapped foil around the paperclip to help conduct electricity better. After multiple tests, both systems worked together smoothly, showing how we evaluated and refined our design.
Once everything functioned correctly, we focused on the finishing touches, painting, arranging and adding details like the title of the book.
To secure our circuit, we used electrical tape to tape everything down so nothing came loose. We also added a blue cloth and stuck it with Velcro so it was hidden. However, if the children wanted to see it, they could take the cloth down and view our circuit. Using the white hat, we looked at the facts. Our model operated correctly, stayed within the size limit and clearly demonstrated both systems working together.
Through this project, we applied our knowledge of forces, materials and sustainability, while also learning to plan, test and improve our ideas.
We are super proud that our final design closely matched our original sketches and that our systems worked as we planned. Thanks for listening. Alright, pull down. Yeah!